So I want to tell the tale of probably one of the most boring iPhones Apple has ever made that is now kind of progressed into one of the more important iPhones that are probably available as of right now. Now, this specific iPhone is actually the iPhone XS. Now, what's very surprising to probably a lot of people watching this video is that the iPhone XS is a 2018 flagship. It was kind of a flagship. I mean, the 1099 iPhone XS Max was probably a little bit, more of the flagship, area. But I think the iPhone XS at that time was such a strange phone to release. It looked almost identically the same as the iPhone X. It had almost the exact same features. The only thing that I can even imagine that was probably different was the extra gigabyte of RAM that the iPhone XS had over the iPhone X. The iPhone X had, 3 gigabytes of RAM. The iPhone XS had 4. And even when I bought that iPhone the first time and I was comparing it and originally looking at the device, both the XS and XS Max, I can definitely tell you, they were such strange devices. And honestly, I wasn't really that happy about the iPhone XS, mostly because of the battery size decrease. I didn't like manufacturers when they went ahead and decreased the battery size over and over again. And Apple's kind of been on a good track record right now. But for that phone to be sold for $1,000, for the iPhone X to have been dropped, and for the iPhone X to have been available at that time for about $800 to $700 in the used market, it really just made a lot more sense to go ahead and buy something like an iPhone X in the used market than buy an iPhone XS. But what's very weird now is that this super boring iPhone, in my opinion, when it first came out, has now progressed into one of the more important iPhones that Apple has made, especially, and the reason why this is the case is because of iOS versions. Apple, for some reason, they've just been going through and pretty much limiting the versions of software and mostly limiting the iOS features within stock iOS for these certain iPhones. Now, within iOS 16, for some reason, Apple pretty much put the stopgap, meaning the lowest supported iPhone for all the features for the most part, was the iPhone XS. Now, some could say this is because the extra gigabyte of RAM or the Apple A12 Bionic chip or so many other things, but personally, I don't really know why else Apple would do it besides sales numbers. If you look at the iPhone X and the whole entire 2017 iPhone series, I think those sold fairly well. I think a lot of people were happy about those iPhones. And with the iPhone XS, XS Max, I don't really think too many people bought those iPhones, even though the sales numbers represent something else. I think every time I look at those sales numbers, they're grouping in the iPhone XR, which sold exceptionally well. But because of that, I don't think a crazy amount of people, at least compared to the iPhone X, or especially the XR, didn't really buy the iPhone XS or XS Max. And because of that, I think that's exactly why Apple put this as the, stopgap. It's because they wanted to go ahead and have a certain amount of features be limited on, phones that are older, that more people own. That way they can go and have people upgrade in the future. So there's a ton of features, even since iOS 15, that are only supported on the iPhone XS and newer. And it's very weird to me that a phone like this that I would consider probably unimportant or unimportant at one time, it's actually kind of important as of now. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.